first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Chargers 9. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Taken down at the 42. The Chargers at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down.
By trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Here's Hardman to return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and And that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to...
Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes, right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rolling to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 38, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Jerz Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some space here. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they get something going here on 3rd down.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the run.
Pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the rout is on here in this first half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, the 20. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 84 yards. And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
The score, Chiefs 35.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. He'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll take it inside the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 24, Herbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I certainly thought they had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. So maybe some signs of life. Well, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Nick Bolton. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead,
and he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 34 yards. And the Chargers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Isaiah Pacheco, he's tackled at the 5.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes, buying time to his left. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Slot man moves right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 152 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
something here on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the option, here's Eckler. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 32. The offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Justin Herbert. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10.
Herbert on first down now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown! Mike Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is...
He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the line.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.